Dang it. Why do they always seem like they're just in chaos all the time? Behind the eight ball, putting out fires. Hey, it's Scott Beebe, the Business on Purpose podcast. Sorry for the rant right out of the gate, but that's what I just heard from a heroic small business owner. I want to share something with you that we just had to have a conversation about. And if you're new to the podcast, I come out of heroic client business rooms and conference rooms and online meeting rooms, and I come into my car and I walk you through situations that just happen. Some of them are exciting, exhilarating, some of them are really frustrating, and some of them are just kind of average, just base hits. This one was a frustrating one, looking around at a team, and we had to have a pretty intentional talk, because here's what I've found. For much of my coaching life, I've had the privilege of meeting one-on-one with heroic small business owners, but it's not until I started meeting with their teams did I really understand that there are absolutely multifaceted sides of everything that happens in life, that everything that happens in business. We cannot just see things from one angle. So what ended up happening is this heroic business owner was getting really, really irritated because team members were scattered. They were all over the place. And what I challenged the business owner with was, do you think there's a chance they might be scattered because you're not bringing clarity to them? Could it be a you problem and not a them problem? And with a bit of humility, the heroic owner was willing to fall down and go down that path. And so we did. We walked down that path for just a minute. And we thought through, is this something that you've created? Is this a culture that you've created because of a lack of clarity? So I just met with this business owner's team, and we worked out a couple little simple things: 12-week plan, non-negotiable weekly schedule, normal run-of-the-mill things that we do when we have the privilege of working with a small business owner and their team. And you know what the response was? Well, what if we get this weekly schedule down, but our owner interrupts us anyway? Ring the bell. That's it. Don't get frustrated with your team if you're not willing to buy into the process yourself. If you're not willing to submit to the vision, to the mission, to the values, to the non-negotiable weekly schedule, to the team meeting, regularly scheduled team meetings. Don't expect your team to buy into the master process roadmap if you're not going to buy into the master process roadmap. Don't expect your team to buy into the accounts payable process if you're not going to buy into the accounts payable process. Don't expect your team to buy into culture building if you're not going to buy into it. The reality is, gang, your team is going to follow your lead. Where there is strong leadership, there will be a strong team. Where there is weak leadership, there will be a weak team. Just look at sports. It's all over. I want to encourage you as a heroic small business owner on the things that we talk about: vision, mission, values, systems, processes. Buy in. Buy in. Be willing to eat a little bit of humble pie. Be willing to say the verbiage, the phraseology that might sound like corporate speak, but deep down you know, man, if we can just follow vision, mission, values, non-negotiable schedule, team meetings, delegation roadmap, 12-week plan, level 2 dashboard, if we can follow those things, our team will buy in and they will begin to follow the process. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be good. And it starts with you. You have to buy in. And so if you've not bought in, but your team has, go apologize. Be honest. Out yourself. If you've not bought in and your team has not, go apologize. Out yourself. Be honest. If you bought in and your team has not, then you may need to look at your team. But only then. But check yourself, as the song says, before you riggedy wreck yourself. Sorry, I had to throw that in. I had to throw that in because you know we love music and we love lyrics and we appreciate you. Some of you need to buy in and you need to go through the 4 Steps to Business Freedom program. Go to 4stepstobusinessfreedom.com and we'll help walk with you through that as you buy in so that you can lead your team to buy in. We are really proud of what you're building. And it will work if you're bought in and if your team is bought in. We'll see you next time right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.